Hey guys, it's Crystal. So I'm really excited to show you this product that I recently discovered. It's a drugstore product and it reminds me, it's kind of going to be a dupe of the day slash my newest favorite drugstore product. What it's called is the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains. I have two of them and I'm going to show these to you up close. This is what they look like. The two that I have Charm, which is the one I'm wearing now. It's this beautiful, perfect, just peachy colored nude. And then I have Lovesick. And this one is the one that I'm going to show you as a dupe. So first of all, Revlon has another Just Bitten lip stain, and I'm not a fan of that one because it doesn't seem to hydrate my lips, even though there's a stain at one end and a balm at the other. It is almost like the CoverGirl stains, the Maybelline stains. Those just don't do it for me. They're really drying to my lips, they're dehydrating, and they don't seem to stain evenly, and they don't wear evenly on my lips. These are the exact opposite. If any of you are familiar with the brand Tarte, they have a stain out called the Lip Surgeons, and I have that right here. I featured it in my May favorites. This is an incredible product. I actually featured both of these in my May favorites, and I told you I'd be making a video kind of duping them. So the Tarte Lip Surgeons, this is the one in Amused, looks exactly like the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains. And this is the Tarte Lip Surgeons color. And then here is the Revlon Lovesick. They look slightly different in the stick form, but here they are next to each other. This one is Tarte, and this one over here is Revlon. So the dupe of the day for my Tarte and my Revlon is Tarte Amused, and the dupe for, the very inexpensive dupe for it, is this Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in 020 Lovesick. Now, there's a big price difference. The Tarte is $24. You can find these at Sephora, Ulta, Tarte online, while Revlon Kissable Balm Stain is $7.99 at my local Walgreens here in Seattle, Washington. It may be slightly different, the price where you are. But another reason that I thought that these were such wonderful dupes for each other wasn't just because of the color, but the actual wearability, how it feels down to the scent is really, really similar. The Revlon smells so similar to the Tarte lip stains as well. They both glide on exactly the same. They both have that extra shine to them. They're so pretty. They both wear all day long. I don't find myself touching up my lips at all. There's a slight difference in terms of grammage. The Tarte is a full 3 grams and the Revlon is 2.7 grams. Really not that big of a deal. It's a 0.4 grammage difference. Price-wise, there is an unbeatable price with Revlon, and I'm telling you, in terms of Amused, if you happen to like the Tarte Amused and you want a cheaper alternative, the Revlon Lovesick is perfect. So that was my big dupe of the day. Like I said, they're both wonderful in terms of how they wear. They give you a great gloss for a balm. They're very hydrating. Each of them are equally as hydrating, and the colors are so dang close. So I'm going to read to you from the Revlon website. I always do this when I do reviews on products. I go ahead and I head to their website. I read from the website what the website has to say about their own products, and then I give you my opinion on the product itself. So you can find all of this information in the link below. And it says, new Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain. It's a pampering balm fused with lightweight lip stain in an adorable chubby crayon. Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain gives softer, smoother lips with a perfect flush of color that lasts hour after hour. The gel formula comes in 12 vibrant shades that matches any look or mood. So according to their statistics, and again, I don't know where they get this information from or what study was actually done, but it says 100% of women who tried it felt that their lips were instantly moisturized with a soft stain of color. It's in a retractable chubby crayon, and there's no sharpener required. Okay, so how these work. These are wonderful because you just twist up and there's your tip and it sharpens. And this one I flattened down because it's a little bit easier to apply, but they're very, very easy to get down to this point. There is quite a bit of product, like I said, 2.7 grams. It's a very ergonomically easy cosmetic to hold. It's not very thin. You're not going to slip it out of your hands. It's quite precise, even when it's in its pointy stage. If you just want to do a little bit of maybe color on the sides, if you get a bit of a darker one, and they do go a little bit dark to like a purpley to a reddish, or if you just want to do an all-over look, you can have it flattened out. I like that it gives you options. I absolutely love the fact that it's self-sharpening, unlike many other products that you have to depot to get the rest out of. It's a very convenient item. What I found interesting was that nowhere on the Revlon website does it say how long exactly these are supposed to last. Lip stains typically are supposed to last, 6 hours, 12 hours, 18 hours. Whatever the company says is how long it should last. Revlon does not say. That was probably a smart move on their part because these really depend on the type of lip skin you have. If you have skin that's maybe chafing off, a little bit dry, these won't last as long on you as, say, somebody who has just recently exfoliated their lips or who has a little bit of a smoother, more hydrated lip in general. Now again, these are extremely hydrating, I found, just like the Tarte, and that's really what I want to compare it to is the Tarte Lip Surgeons. I absolutely love the Tarte Lip Surgeons, and these I cannot say enough good things about. Very, very hydrating. I found myself reapplying them maybe twice up to 3 times a day, and that was from about 7 in the morning till about 9 at night. The pink one, the Lovesick one, this is such an intense stain, honestly. I put it on one night because I wanted to see, just to kind of see for myself if it would last overnight. Now, when you go to sleep, you don't know if your face is going to rub against the pillow, if you're going to drool, you're going to put your arm on your mouth, whatever. This actually withstood 8 hours of solid sleep. I woke up and my lips were still pink. Now, they weren't as moisturized, they certainly weren't, shiny anymore, but the actual stain was still on my lips and it wasn't wearing kind of funny at all. It was perfectly in place. I do find though that, the darker stain, like the pink one, throughout the day, if I'm talking more or if I'm drinking something or eating something, it will start to wear just from the inside. The outer portion looks fine, but the inside does start to wear a little bit. So I do have to touch up on the inside a little bit more, but it blends out fine. It's not like, I have 2 different color tones going on. It's a fine, fine product. Now, I just got this one yesterday, the Charm, and I really, really like this one. I almost got a more paler pink color, and I looked back and I thought, I really, really want to get this one. I thought that this is the perfect pastel for this time of year, and I'm really pleased with it so far. I actually have to say that I like these so much better than the lip butters, and I thought that there would be nothing Revlon could come out with for lips that would be better than the lip butters. Then Revlon comes out with these, and I just fell nose over tail for these. I was so pleasantly surprised by how easy these were to carry around. These fit really nicely in a purse. They fit really well in a clutch. I actually carried both of these around this week in all different size purses just to try them out. They also work pretty nicely as a base. So if you're going to have a lipstick that's going to match one of these or whichever color you decide to get, what I would suggest is make sure that you do exfoliate your lips, be it with a sugar scrub, an exfoliator like the Be Fine Lip Food, or even a washcloth. Because if you do use these as a base and then you go and you put another color on top, it may tend to flake a little bit. In terms of them being comfortable, they're very comfortable. I'm really sensitive in terms of what I put on my face, my lips. Revlon is my absolute favorite drugstore brand. I've said that again and again. I just find that they create products that are so high quality. I like Revlon foundations, Revlon lip products. I have so many Revlon lip products, and these blew me out of the water. These are by far my favorite products by Revlon for lips right now. What I did notice, 12 different shades. And that's a good amount of shades, but I do wish that they had more. Revlon has a nice amount of shades, but they're not that far ranging. They have a lot of pinks, they have a lot of deeper purpley pinks, and then they have some more, like a one almost nudish color, and then they have more of a, it looks just like Tutti Frutti, the Revlon Lip Butter Tutti Frutti. I would like to have seen a wider array of colors. I don't feel that each of these colors would match perfectly to everybody who would want to wear them, or that they would be appropriate for everybody in terms of what they're looking for. I'm hoping that maybe we'll see many more shades come out, maybe as many as the lip butters, because these are really, really worth it. Now, price, $7.99 here in Seattle at my Walgreens, and I don't think that that's a very bad price, especially since when you look at some other brands like Tarte, they're $24 for 3 grams of product, whereas these are 2.7 grams and they're $7.99, $8. So for the color coverage, I do notice that this is a buildable product, which is a really nice thing. First, this starts off, it's still a very vibrant pink when I apply it, but you can build it and make it even more vibrant. Same thing with this. It starts off just a small light wash of color, and then you can reapply, and it took about 3 applications to get to this color. So here's more of a close-up of my lips. One really cool thing about this product, it does not stain your teeth. I have dealt with some lip stains that, you know, throughout the day, or especially when I just put them on fresh, I'll go to smile and I have bigger teeth. They look like little chiclets, so my lips get in the way of my teeth and vice versa. These, especially the pink one, I had so many reservations. Is it going to stain my teeth? Am I going to walk around smiling with bright pink on my teeth? It doesn't stain. I mean, I could bite my teeth, I could bite my lip, and there's nothing there. So that's something that I found really helpful about this. When you're taking these off, soap and water is not going to do it. Even a face wash really doesn't do it. What really helped were either makeup removal wipes, or I have a Lancome face wash that has makeup remover in it. So you may want to consider makeup remover wipes or a face wash with makeup remover in it. Those are the things that really got these off, if that tells you anything about how good these stains are. Now, even if you start to see them fade in a few hours, like I said, maybe 3 touch-ups from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m., that's a really good amount of time that these stay on with minimal touch-ups. Now that's for the color. For the balmy part, what I would suggest, so that you don't go and waste them, your color's going to stay on. So you may want to carry a clear balm around with you. And what I liked about it also, if I need to reapply a balm to my lip, the color does not rub off on a clear balm. So you're not going to be finding color on every balm that you put on just to rehydrate your lips. These do last a really good amount of time. Now I've had this for 7 days, and if you can see up close, really, I've used hardly any, and I've used it every single day for 7 days. Now I'm on my 8th day. I didn't use it today because I used this one today, but I've used this for 7 straight days, and I have so much left. There's even still a little bit of a dome. The only thing you may want to be aware of is that there is peppermint oil in here, so if that's something that you are allergic to, there's such a small amount, it's one of the last ingredients, but it is in there. Now I think overall, and on my blog whenever I do a review, I do like a 1 to 5, how happy I am with the product. I would give these a 5 out of 5, and I rarely go the extra mile and say, oh, they're perfect, there's nothing wrong with them. I don't see any downsides personally with them. I absolutely love them. I feel that for the price, you really can't beat that. Again, bear in mind, I haven't tried every color. I've only tried 2 colors. Thank you guys so much for watching this review on the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm stains. I hope that this encouraged you to run out and get them. If you already have them, tell me what you think in a comment below. Thanks.